All right, hello and welcome. Wow, that's kind of clippy in my head. Why is that clipping? All right, things are going great right off the bat. Wait, that's not right. Why is it doing that? Okay, whatever. It's fine. Decreased it a little bit. All right, so throughout the last few weeks, I've been practicing Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, obviously. I currently have the 3rd place time for speedrunning it. But the last few runs that I've done, which would not have been leaderboard times anyway, but you know, it's always good to complete runs. The last few runs that I did died at the Buchan climb. So I've been evaluating why. I've been practicing the Buchan climb a lot. And what I've learned is that, let me back up. I don't want to talk about what I've learned yet. So I practice mostly at night. At night, after my husband's gone to bed, I'm just sort of laying there in bed, playing video games until I get tired enough to fall asleep. That's more or less what ends up happening. So, I've noticed that on my laptop, it's running at 120 frames per second. And my success rate with the Buchan climb, okay. My success rate with the Buchan climb is something like 1 in 5 on my laptop. It sure enough was showing 60 frames per second just now, was it not? However, when I'm on my laptop, I've noticed that Buchan behaves correctly, and you may not have any idea what I'm talking about there. I noticed several months ago that Buchan doesn't behave correctly at 120 frames per second. Yeah, why is it sticking at 60? What the hell is going on? That's curious. It should be at 120 frames per second right now. I gotta figure out what the hell is going on. Oh, I messed with some of this last night, so let me fix that. There we go. Turning off VSync. But I'm going to demonstrate it here real quick. As you see, Buchan has stopped jumping. Like, she just doesn't want to jump anymore. Her behavior breaks. Seems to be working again now, but it will break here a second time, for sure. Well, maybe not. Okay. Well, she's actually cooperating at the moment, so... She's still gonna jump. She did not jump that time. Yeah, see, she breaks. She just literally breaks. Why is this happening? Maybe that will smooth out the little frame rate issues. But I'm convinced that when she does this, that's why I'm failing the climb, because I need her to work correctly, and she's not working correctly. So you've seen that. So let me show you what she's actually supposed to do. I don't know. To me, Buchan is obviously female, so that's how I refer to her. She looks female, and I don't know. She's pink. So in my head, I guess that means she's female. All right, so we are going to set it down to 60 FPS, and we're going to do this again. And I'm going to show you the difference. The problem with this is that the Buchan climb is a lot easier to do at 120 frames per second. Why isn't it showing my frame rate? Come on. There it is. Now, no matter what I do here, Buchan will continue to function correctly. As you see, as I mentioned, I definitely have been practicing the Buchan climb over the last few weeks. I would not have expected to do that well on 60 frames per second, but that's interesting. It's a little frustrating because I have an AMD Ryzen 9 9700 X3D or something like that in this computer. Like it was the top of the line CPU from AMD at the time that I bought it. And that was only like 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I don't remember. And it's got a power color 7900 XTX in it. So it's got plenty of power. And I do not know why it is screwing up right there. But as you see, Buchan is still jumping correctly, doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. I'm not getting the climb, but Buchan is jumping. That does not happen on my laptop. On my laptop, Buchan continues jumping no matter what, even at 120 frames per second. So on my laptop, when I'm practicing, I get correct behavior out of Buchan, but on my gaming PC in the runs, I don't. So I can either attempt it at 60 frames per second, or I can try to figure out what the hell is going on here. The reason I don't want to play it at 60 frames per second is that it's harder. The Buchan climb is harder. Hi, Mr. N. The Buchan climb is harder at 60 frames per second. So I'm going to do something a little weird here. And I'm going to throw it at 119 frames per second and see what happens. I just need to see what happens. Well, congrats on the new apartment. Dealing with insurance claims always sucks. Health insurance for sure. I'm so sick of fighting with health insurance companies. United Health, whose CEO was shot in the head by Luigi Mangione, allegedly. Go Luigi. United Health has been rejecting my husband's claims because they say he's got Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is not true. So, don't know what the hell is going on with that. So I had to call them and like, no, he does not have Blue Cross Blue Shield. Allegedly, they're fixing that and it could take up to 30 days. Insurance sucks so much. It's so evil. And a lot of the times, my meds are cheaper using GoodRx or whatever coupon CVS happens to have instead of my insurance. Like, what kind of sense does that make? I have health insurance, but it's cheaper to not use it? Okay, so far we seem to be getting correct behavior out of Buchan. Yeah, I'm paying $140 a week just for health insurance. It's brutal. $140 every single week out of my paychecks. But that's for me and my husband, so... But it's brutal because it comes out to, you know, $500 a month. And that's insanely expensive. Especially with, like, health insurance is like if you had Netflix, but when you wanted to watch a movie, you still had to pay to rent that movie. That's health insurance. Like, I thought the whole reason I'm paying $500 a month is so that when I needed a prescription filled, it, you know, wasn't going to cost me money. Instead, they're like, nope, that's going to be 50 bucks. Well, what the fuck is the point of the insurance then? And if I take it off of the insurance, it's $27? What the hell sense does that make? Alright, so at 119, we seem to be getting the same ease of use, ease of the Buchan climb, as we do at 120 frames per second, but Buchan's behavior didn't break. So I'm going to attempt this next run at 119 frames per second because Buchan is actually working. And I think I'm getting the benefit of higher frame rates in that the climb is noticeably easier. Interesting. All right, so I gotta get out of here. Alt, Tab, and now Windows. I'm having to do all of this desktop navigation here from my phone, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. I have it set up to do it on the studio computer in front of me, but I never think about it. So that's how that is. We need to make that go away. And I need to figure out how the hell this is configured before we start this next run, because I guess I want to compare against best segments. I don't like that though. I don't want it to... I don't know how to describe what I want it to do, but it's not doing what I want it to do. Anyway, let's get a run going. Damn it. Lost a lot of time to that nonsense. I noticed yesterday that the in-game clock down at the bottom is not necessarily synchronized with the time up there. And I assume that's because it's removing transitions between screens, but I don't actually know. Because it removes load times, and technically those are loads. So I don't know. I don't know if that's intentional or what the hell. It doesn't matter because I have not completed a ranked run since I got the load time remover thing working. Alright, that went pretty well, and we've already got our cotton. Missed that jump. That sucks. Not gonna get Gale Carla though. At least not quickly. I mean, that wasn't horribly slow. Certainly wasn't fast either, though. It was okay. That was an okay fight. 6 seconds under my best, but, you know, that's to be expected. They can't all be PBs. There's so much time to be saved with the Buchan climb and with other miscellaneous things like the Andre Office kill versus the Abyssal Guardian, plus stuff in the Ice Cavern and Behemoth's Den. There's so much time to be saved that I'm not worried about being behind right now. That sucked. I love when I do that fluidly because it just feels so good getting through there. It's a nice little combination of backdashing and sliding and attacks. It just feels really good. See, like that frame dip, I just dropped down to 103 frames per second. That shouldn't be happening. My computer is more than powerful enough for this game. It can probably run this game on like 500-600 frames per second. I don't know what the hell is going on. I mean, obviously it's an Unreal Engine issue. That was sloppy. That was bad. I missed a jump that I needed. That was not bad. Nice. I love swing shifts personally. So congrats on getting the swing shifts. I have been talking to my husband and like it's time. It's time for me to quit fucking around with slinging pizzas. I'm gonna get back into IT. Oh, I didn't think I made it. I also should have unsummoned Buchan. Holy crap, I didn't. That was risky. Any one of those kicks, Buchan could have reappeared in front of me and caused me to kick it and fell. That was really risky. But yeah, I've got to get my A+ certification because I've been out of IT for like 10 years at this point. 7 or 8 years. And in 7 or 8 years, no one's interested in hiring someone who is 7 or 8 years out of the industry, you know? There's this, technology moves too fast. There's too much that I've missed out on. Ugh. It is not going to give me an oak, is it? My husband watched me doing this the other day, and I swear it took like 15 tries before I got an oak. Which is amazing, because it's a 1 in 4 chance. You got a 25% chance of getting an oak. Okay, I was really hoping she was going to drop a shard. Because well, it doesn't matter as much now that I'm running at 119 frames per second, but I was thinking that the way to fix the Buchan issue is to get a second summon, a second familiar. And then every time I change familiars, it will automatically reset Buchan's little jump limit. But the problem I see with that is that I don't know, damn it, I don't know if Buchan is breaking in the middle of a climb. If that's actually something that is happening. Like, she doesn't jump properly, but does that mean she's not bouncing off of me properly? I don't know. I tend to think so because I'm getting the Buchan climb successfully a lot more on my laptop where she doesn't break. I did not mean to attack. Wow, that was a super early welcome company. I have a college degree, but that was earned in 2012 or something, like 13, 14 years ago, so it's no longer really relevant. The best thing for me to do is to get, you know, a new A+ certification, which isn't a big deal. You know, I've got to study a bit, like on the differences between plasma screens, LCDs, and all of that kind of nonsense, and the different USB ratings and all of that kind of shit. Like, I've got to study that, obviously, because you don't know that stuff in day-to-day life by messing around with technology. You know, I've got a Raspberry Pi that I mess with. I've got a home network that I put together, all that crap, a network storage. So like, I'm not out of practice with IT. I'm out of practice having an IT job. I mean, plus the stuff I did for Free Talk Live. I mean, that's half networking itself. Like their computer did die a couple of times and I had to build a new one. I had to build a new computer for them after the raid, but like building a computer's easy. That's something I can do in my sleep. But the internet went out. I had to go over there, fix that. I had to install a new router, diagnose what's going on here, fix that. You know, I was basically the IT person for Free Talk Live until, you know, stuff happened. I'm tempted to put that on, I don't see any reason why I couldn't put that on a resume, because it's true. There's no one for them to contact in regard to it, except, you know, Ian, who is in prison. So that's not ideal. Yeah, you can contact my former employer, but he's in prison. And like, employer is not quite right, but whatever. Wow, that was really good. So I've definitely noticed in the last few weeks that staying close to Mega Dialga EX there keeps it from flying up and helps you kill it faster. If you let it get far away, then it will start doing the little climby thing and floating, and then when you kill it, it has to fall all the way down to the ground before the death animation actually begins, and it's just this whole thing. Nice! Goth alternative bar, that's pretty cool. That was bad. Overall, I think the run is going well. I don't know that I can craft 2 potions. I should be able to, but I did not leave myself very much money. Okay, good. I did not leave myself enough money here. I mean, I could always sell some stuff if I absolutely need to, but trust me, those 9 potions are absolutely essential because I'm not going to be revisiting a shop until after I beat Zangetsu 2 and get Zangetsuto. Ah, crap. That's my next shop visit, is after that. And that's a long time from now. So those 9 potions and 9 ethers, they really have to carry me. Which basically means I can't use any until... Oh, hi, Wu-chan. Okay, none... That was new. I do kind of miss living in the south for the weather and the solitude. It was really quiet, all things considered. I mean, until I transitioned, and then my life stopped being quiet, and then it was never going to be quiet again. Not to mention, unemployment was inevitable because I did IT, and you know, my clients were never going to be okay with that. we're actually making really good pace depending on how fast we can kill this guy. We made up a lot of ground here, but we need to kill him quickly, and we need a fast Void Ray. I need Buchan to get the experience here, but there is a problem in that Buchan breaks... Damn it. Buchan breaks more of my portraits than the Abyssal Guardian. Dude, seriously, what the fuck? Alright. I need to not have Buchan out when I go to do that fight. That was a decent run, too. That's a decent run. Alright. Interesting. What did we learn? Not much of use, actually. And that really didn't learn anything there. Be more careful against the Guardian. Let's do a randomizer real quick. Alright, Silver Bromide right off the start. That's really good. That means we can access the train area and everything beyond it. Alright, what do you got? Summon Chair. Mostly useful. Useless. I need Zangetsuto, and I need to kill things that give directional shards. Things that give, red shards, whatever the hell they're called. Seriously, Arya? The things that give... What are they? Conjure shards? They're okay. They're not super important. What same type shuffle, which is what we'll be doing in the race if it ever actually happens, because I did sign up for a Bloodstained race. I don't think it's ever going to actually happen. But if it does happen, these are the exact settings we'll be using. And what same type shuffle does is, if an enemy drops a Conjure shard, then it's randomly dropping a different Conjure shard. So, I mean, it could be the same Conjure shard that it drops. And if it drops a directional shard, then it will be a different directional shard. Basically, an enemy that drops a directional shard won't drop a familiar shard or a Conjure shard. It will always be a different directional shard. So the goal is to seek out enemies that drop directional shards and kill them and hope that one of them gives me Dimension Shift. Dimension Shift is necessary in order to finish the game. Zangetsuto is necessary in order to finish the game, and you need some combination of double jump or high jump or invert. I don't know why I bothered to kill him. This guy could give me Dimension Shift or Reflector Ray or Aqua Stream, which is still useful because it lets me get underwater. But it's not the most useful thing I could have gotten. I mean, getting Dimension Shift early would be amazing. Oh. My thing is going. It doesn't matter. Whoops. And those are actually dropping cannon scrap. That's interesting. But that's a result of randomization, you know? With same type shuffle, an enemy that drops cannon scrap could still drop cannon scrap. That was my early speedrun route before I realized that cutting through there, going down, and flashing air kicking across would be so much faster. That was my old route, what I just did. Going up and sliding off and then jumping. Do I have Kung Fu shoes? No. Okay. It's basically Miriam no major glitches. So like, even though I'm technically capable of flashing air kicking my way up there to see what's in that chest that I just passed, it would not be allowed, unfortunately, even though it's well within my abilities to do. I'm rusty at it because I never really do it anymore. Zangetsuto would be wonderful. Am I gonna kill this guy? Yeah, why not? There was no point in that. There's nothing over here. I think this is another red chest down here. Yeah. I mean, money's good. Ideally, the shop will actually sell alkahests. It usually doesn't. Oh, I missed. Wow. That's the ice dropping thingy. I didn't actually read what it said. Are you playing the remake of Resident Evil 2? I assume so. Those guys drop a directional shard, but I'll be farming them in a moment. You want a tunic and you give me beast beef. I have a tunic that I can give you. And now you want a, what? A ring? I don't think I have one of those. I do not. I think I got seeds, didn't I? Nope. It was an actual potato that I got. Assassin's ring is not going to be very useful to me. Let's go ahead and get this picture done. Ooh, I don't have much to sell. Right. Do you have alkahests? You do not. Of course not. Why would you? Hey, but you have rice, and you have halites. You do not. Of course not. Alright, there's not much here that I can... Alright, I can do this. Oh no, you sell actual just potatoes. Okay. Let's buy a few of those. Alright, let's see what we're looking at in regard to crafting, even though I don't have alkahests. Galleon map. Thanks, dude! I'm already done with the galleon, but thanks for the map, I guess. I should be able to make fried potatoes. Oh, I need halite and flour? Damn. I don't have any of that. Alright. What are we looking at with crafting? I can make kung fu shoes. I'm never gonna have the stuff for that. Ambivalence would be good. Hell's Nails would be really good. If I could get an 8-bit coin, that would be awesome. Everything else is standard. All right, cool. Not that we have alkahests, but that would be useful to write down. That would be really useful. The shield weapon's surprisingly helpful, and the 16-bit coin lets me immediately upgrade it. So, if I could get 12 alkahests, that would be really good. Alright, nothing overly useful. Alright, what we got? Garbage. Traverser's ring could be helpful, but won't be. Because I won't be exploring that much of the castle. Whoops, missed my jump. Hey, what the hell, dude? Stop throwing shit at me. This is a dick move. I kind of want to play Castlevania 64 again. Not because it was good, but because I played it a lot as a kid, and I've never actually played Legacy of Darkness. Let's see. Alright, that's actually pretty good. I want that. Okay, I mean, why not? Okay. So we gotta go all the way back to the galleon and kill 3 Dola hammers. It's worth it, because we get some sort of food, and food is always good. And who knows, we get another chance to kill that rat, so we could, in theory, get a decent shard like Riga Storema or Toxic Storm. I would like this guy's shard too, just because. And it's not like it's taking me long to farm him here. Like, these are really fast kills. Come on, dude. Stop being a prick. Give me the fucking shard, man. Oh my god. It's gonna be some kind of bullshit too. It's gonna be something completely fucking useless. I mean, it could be Gale Crawler. Gale Crawler would still be good because then I can get past Iron Maidens. That is allowed in the race. It's basically Miriam, no major glitches, really. That's what it is. Summon insect. Yeah, completely useless. Perfect. Oh, did she sell? I didn't check. I gotta check to see if that bitch sells Kung Fu shoes. Because those would be very, very helpful. Because, as I said, it's Miriam, no major glitches. So the flashing air kick across the Gardens of Silence chasm, I can do that. But you don't have it. Alright, well... We gotta have Kung Fu shoes. Alright, into the castle we go. The heretic, or whatever the hell it's called, the thing that normally gives you the heretical grinder, is the next possible enemy I kill that will drop a directional shard. It's possible the next chest in here will have Zangetsuto. It probably won't. But there are a few more green chests along the way. Any one of them will contain Zangetsuto. And it could be in Behemoth's Den. Wait, no it couldn't. There's no green chest there. I think it's amusing that they made Miriam's sexiest outfit also her most powerful. Now that guy could give me augment luck, which would be great and would be worth farming for a little bit. I have an obsidian allowing for AP rounds, so that will be good in the future. This could be Zangetsuto. It is not. It's a riding habit, which is helpful. Oops, missed my jump. I need to know if this guy gives augment luck. Oh. I thought it was only going to take... Oh, lion mane. That gets me one step closer to making something I saw that was interesting and helpful. I don't remember now what it was. What the hell was that? Come on, dude. Don't be like this, man. Alright, let's miss. Oh, I should be killing the stupid dog there when I go into this room. Because I gotta kill 4 of them anyway. I mean, I don't have to. Oh, that's literally the same drops he has in the main game. Okay. Alright, finally. Resist magic. Alright. Not... Now, the heretical grinder is our next choice. I mean, our next hope for dimension shift. If we get dimension shift in Zangetsuto, we can go straight to the end of the game. But we gotta kill Jeeble first. Well, obviously, you gotta do that to unlock Behemoth's Den. But you only need Zangetsuto in order to do that. Hey, right off the bat, summon Plume Parma. That's completely useless, man. I mean, it's not. It's really good against Andre Office, but it's useful in any other useless in any other context. It's only useful against him because you can get close to him and keep him right near you. And when you do that, he doesn't fly away, and you can just bounce the fucking pigs off of the wall. And off of him. So they just smack the shit out of him repeatedly. The pigs here could... Ooh, a ring. That's helpful. The pigs could give me dimension shift. I like the rings that they're dropping. That's really good. And the Barbados could give me dimension shift. Or they could give me nothing. Yeah, that's totally valid. Alright, that's somewhat helpful. Void Ray would also be a really good directional shard for them to give. Or, you know, they could give me no directional shard at all. That's totally valid. You know, you guys do what makes you fucking happy. My husband kicked my ass so bad in Tetris yesterday. Like, I had the top score for like all of 3 minutes, and it was like 30,000. It was not a great score. I've gotten a really high score of like, I say really high. The highest I've ever gotten was like 80,000. But I've only gotten it once. It looks like a lot of these dudes are dropping the things they normally drop. Alright, well, there's a different room I can farm these guys in that might be a little more efficient. Summon Toads, also a directional shard. I learned that the freaking painful way in a randomizer run once when I wanted to see if Summon Toad was as useless as I expected it to be, and yeah, it absolutely is. I am taking a lot of damage. Dude, come on, get down here. None of these dudes have given me a directional shard, man. All of them drop directional shards, and none of them have cooperated. Thank you. That was the lightning one, I think. Helpful. Alright, now we need the toads. I think we still need the pigs too. No, we need Barbados, not the pigs. Well, congrats on the first badge. I can't think quickly enough. Once I reach like level 9, I just can't think quickly enough to do anything, and I get overwhelmed, and that's the end of it. Damn it! Damn it! Well, one of you damn things, please give me a directional shard. Holy shit. This is unreal. In a few minutes, I'm going back to speedrunning anyway, so, like, this is gonna die and go nowhere. Finally! And it's nothing that I need. Alright. Of course not. Why would it be? There's a better place to farm those dudes. Red Umbrella, that's generally good. Yeah, man, the people who get to like level 150 and shit like that, I can't even begin to imagine. I can't even get to level 10. I got to level 10 once. And I immediately lost. Like my all-time Tetris high score is like 100,000 maybe. And these people are getting 27 million and shit. It's unbelievable. And I get that. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, man. I get that over time it becomes reflex, almost. Now I gotta climb all the damn way back up. Or, I can stop doing this. And go back to a speed run, which is what I want to do. No, what are you doing? Stop. All right. Nope. Oh my god, I got it. I got the cutscene skip. That's the 4th time I've ever gotten it. And I'm gonna immediately blow that freaking lead. I mean, it really only saves like a second or two, but like, that's huge. It's really quick and really subtle, but there is a cutscene that is supposed to play that this dude crashes through that door after you get that shard, and that's how you finally leave. But if you're very, very quick and you time it right, you can backdash out of there before the cutscene plays. And I successfully did that just now. And that is only the 4th time I've ever successfully done that. And now I'm not going to get a cotton. Or I'm going to do everything possible to lose that advantage. Yep. What a tragedy. Inevitable, though. I mean, the odds of us getting a cotton out of one of those two chests is a 25% chance. So we have 2 shots at a 25% chance, give or take. It could be 20%. The odds of the game are not actually known. But based on my collection of information and opening chests to see what they give and calculating all of that. Why didn't this start? It's either 1 in 4 or 1 in 5. Oh, I did it again! Holy shit! That's twice in one stream. And I'm gonna screw it up. Damn it! Wow. Twice in one stream, though. That's only the 5th time I've ever gotten that. And 2 times I got it today. Alright, maybe I'm... It's probably because I'm playing at 119 frames per second. Playing at higher frames rates makes weird stuff like that more likely to happen because of Unreal Engine. And that's why Miriam No Major Glitches is capped at 120 frames per second, because at higher frame rates, the clock stops working entirely. I didn't make it. Yeah, I did. Not gonna get a cotton again. Damn it. I mean, I'm assuming that. There's a chance that this one is going to give me cotton. Damn it. I'm gonna screw up and blow every possible lead I can. Nope, no cotton. And thank you. Yeah, I'm gotten pretty fast at the game. I missed. I fired off too soon. I initially entered 350 tries when I set up the auto remover thing, the splits thing. So we've gotten to 600. Damn it, I did it again. Did the thing not start again? No, and it didn't start again. What the hell is going on? What the fuck? Was it open twice? That seems to be what was happening. Alright, whatever. There's also less menu lag. Damn it, again. There's less menu lag at 120 frames per second. I'm gonna call it 120 frames per second because it's basically 120 frames per second. I'm getting really good at not fucking hitting that dude. Did not get it that time. Oh well. once you screw up an input, like, you lose track of where you're at in the input stream, and you just screw everything up repeatedly until you can recalibrate. Why am I suddenly doing this? Not good, but tolerable. I would like to get one more run out of the galleon today before I have to end the stream. That would be awesome. Oh, I thought I jumped too soon. I barely got that kickoff. So stopping and then backdashing again is definitely how I got it. That was how I got the third cutscene skip, and that was how I got number 4 and number 5. So I just have to figure out the timing of that and somehow get it consistent. All right, well, we got our cotton. So as long as we get a decent gale crawler, we can get out of here pretty quickly and move on with the game. Damn it. Two cottons. Ah, seriously? That ghost just had to come up and hit me? I don't know why I got those. I don't plant the rice anymore. Hi Dev, how are you? I'm good. Just getting frustrated because I'm not getting the cotton that I need in this early part of the run, and then I'm not getting Gale Crawler. But, you know, that's just sort of how speedrunning goes. How are you? Yeah. Resetting. I've been failing at leaving this ship for the last, I don't know, 15 minutes. Oh, that was bad. Alright, I'm just gonna restart that one entirely. I don't even know what I was doing there, just pausing repeatedly. That worked out great. No, I'm actually the third place holder. Right now, I'm going for a second place. I mean, or first place, ideally, but most likely I'm going to get a second place run next. I am currently the third place holder. And I've still fired off too soon. Damn. I'm at a point where it mostly comes down to RNG and getting the stuff that I need to drop as quickly as I need it to. And that the odds of that happening perfectly are like 1 in 6,000. The odds of it happening good enough are about 1 in 1,200. Yep. And 1 in 1,200 is manageable. But when it does happen, you know, I need absolutely perfect execution, and I still don't have that. Like that, I screwed that up. But, well, thank you. I've spent hundreds of hours playing this game. And now I'm just playing like crap. I mean, I'm still ahead of my ghost, so there's that. I actually achieved 2 third place runs in the same day, once in a live stream, and then later on I got a better run that was like 8 minutes faster. Because there's a pretty huge gap with new routes that have been discovered that are really hard to actually get correct. I think technically mine is only the 3rd run to actually complete with the new route. And I've actually dropped something from my route. Because it's the fastest way of moving. This little backdash cancel is where you press down to cancel your backdash. Ah, wrong button. You press down to cancel your backdash at the same time as you backdash, and it allows you to move much faster. See, my forward movement there is much slower than this. It looks ridiculous, but it is by far the fastest way to move around. And I'm running Miriam, no major glitches, but that little flashing air kick thing that I just did, that is not considered a major glitch, so it's totally allowed. Got a pretty fast Gale Crawler. I would just need to kill this guy quickly. Oh, no, don't do that. Come on, man. If she hadn't gone underwater... I mean, it was still technically a green split, but not by much. If she hadn't gone underwater, I would have killed her like 2-3 seconds faster. Not a huge deal, but would have been nice. Yeah, I absolutely love this game. It's easily my favorite game of all time. I play the randomizer quite a lot as well, which just, you know, shuffles things around. So I'm not always speedrunning it. Ah, crap. And last night I was playing some of the Chaos mode, which is kind of a... It's kind of a roguelike, except it's very limited. But it's a fun little game mode. And if you're good at the game, then you won't have a hard time in Chaos mode. I played one of the Shantae games. It's on my 3DS. I want to say it's Pirate's Curse or something. I found that I like the Metroidvanias or Igavanias better when they have leveling systems and build options and customization and stuff like that. When it's straightforward and you just unlock new abilities like in Metroid and Shantae and stuff, I don't like it as much. I don't know why that is, but... So yeah, I played Shantae, but damn, that sucked. I played Shantae, but I didn't get very far in it. Wow, this is not going well. Probably because I keep looking over and reading the chat and thinking and responding to it, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, Twitch is doing that to me. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just because my channel has so few followers and so few people watching the stream that they don't put any effort into whatever it's called. No, you're not distracting me. It's totally fine. I forget what it's called that they do. But yeah, I get a summary at the end of each one, and my bitrate is actually fine. It's just I have no followers or people watching, so Twitch doesn't bother to put any resources into doing whatever it is called. I don't think that was good. I don't think I got it. Yep, I did. Excellent. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. You know, I don't do overly compelling content. I just speedrun a game that I love. And no one's watching that unless they happen to love the game too. I mean, I used to do political stuff and all of that, but damn, I got burned out on that. I just kind of want to live a quiet life. Here I have to get an oak out of this chest. It has a 1 in 4 chance of spawning. There it is. That was actually pretty quick. Really, you've never seen Bloodstained before. I would highly recommend it if you like Symphony of the Night or any of the other Castlevania games like Order of Ecclesia. Or if you just like Metroidvanias, Igavanias in general. It's easily the best one I've ever played. was fine. Alright, good to know the tag is actually doing its job. It's definitely a fun game. Alright, Oak on the first try. Now we need one more Oak, and we need these guys to give me the Welcome Company shard. Oh, right off the bat. Excellent. Alright, we're actually getting really good luck here. It's not perfect, but this is really good luck. If I can get one, yeah. I'm not far behind. I can get number 2. I'm confident of that. It's just a matter of getting the luck I need. Like the run that I submitted, I had to redo huge sections because I wasn't getting any sort of decent luck. But here, this is actually good enough luck that if I get the next Oak quickly enough and I get a fast Void Ray, I could close out a second place here. Probably not a first place. Just because I'm not skilled enough to pull off a first place run at this point. Like, that's going to take a level of skill that I don't have yet. I'll get there, but I don't have it yet. I'm not going to do second place. I have spoken to the world record runner. He's through his YouTube video. The community for this game is really inactive lately. Because, I mean, the game is 6 years old. Damn it, I missed that jump. The game is 6 years old at this point, and I think I'm the only person speedrunning it right now. The guy I took third place from has actually started speedrunning it recently. But strategies have changed so much because of DLC costumes and what is called the Buchan climb. It's a really difficult technique to do. But yeah, I had to talk to the first place runner because there's this technique that you have to do that I call the Great Buchan climb that is just so unbelievably precise and difficult. And it took me dozens of hours of practicing that to be able to do it. Oh, don't jump. Don't do that. Gonna be a slow kill on this dude. That was still pretty slow. Then we had to wait on him to fall. I mean, according to that, that was a 37-second gold split, but I don't quite buy that. But so that was actually pretty good. That's the difference that luck makes in this game, though. I mean, that was a really sloppy fight, but because I've gotten such good luck, I'm almost 40 seconds ahead of my best time. Yeah, I didn't even play this game until last year. Here's my other Oak. Hopefully we get it quickly. Nope. Not on the first try, at least. Or the second. Or the third. Ah, this sucks. We're losing all of our time here. Alright, that was pretty bad luck. But I mean, we have everything we need now, other than Void Ray, but... that drops from the Abyssal Guardian, and it's got a 1 in 25% chance of dropping. Damn it. So yeah, 1 in 25% chance of dropping. I said percent chance, that makes no sense. 1 in 25 chance of dropping. And if it drops, then we're... Ah, I screwed up. Damn it. Get out of the menu. I mean, based on how much I screwed up, it suggests we're going to get Void Ray, and then I'm going to screw up massively again. Probably with the Buchan climb. There's a little mini Buchan climb that's coming up that will give you an idea of what is involved in it. No, that is a frame rate counter. Man, if I was running a 119 heart rate consistently while playing this, I think I would have to stop playing it. But no, it's a frame rate counter, and it's required for Miriam No Major Glitches because at above 120 frames per second, the game starts behaving strangely. Ah, I screwed that up. So that is the Buchan climb. That's the easy one, the short one. Other than the fact that I screwed it up right there. But we're still on decent pace. But we're not going to get Void Ray. Like 1 in 25% chance of it dropping, and we actually need it to drop on the first kill of the Abyssal Guardian. It's not going to happen. Well, that didn't really make any difference. Maybe slightly slower. I just gotta go in here and heal. Alright, decent, I guess. Still on good pace, I suppose, but it all comes down to here. This is where runs die. Because it's kind of a slow boss fight, and you need to get what it drops. The run ends if you don't get it. Damn it. I got greedy. Alright, yeah, I like that. Just stand there and let me beat the hell out of you. Yeah, didn't get it. I've technically built 3 splits into the run because, as I've done the math, I could still get a second place run if I have to kill the Guardian up to 3 times. But they have to be pretty quick kills, and if I don't get it by... Damn it! If I don't get it by the 3rd time, then it's impossible. I could still get a better 3rd place time, I guess. I got to stop doing that. And this is pretty much the final attempt to possibly get Void Ray and still get a 2nd place time. Yeah, that was totally my bad. Damn it, I did it again. I keep letting him hit me with his tail, man. It's totally avoidable. Yeah. That sucks. Well, there went the 3rd place run. Or 2nd place, rather. I mean, because of all of the luck we have, we are still kind of ahead. If we can kill him in less than 20 seconds, so maybe not. Yeah, and the luck is not good. Like, 1 in 25 chance of him dropping it, or her. She drops eggs, so obviously it's a female. The chance of Anyway, the Abyssal Guardian dropping it is 1 in 25, and yeah, it's not happening. This run is dead. I'm going to carry on, but at least until the Abyssal Guardian kills me, because it inevitably will. Because the more... No, I don't want to reset. Cancel. Wrong thing. Not that it matters anyway. I'm having to do this from my phone, by the way, because I'm playing through a capture card, through my gaming PC. It's complicated and stupid. But yeah, the entire luck chain that I need in order to secure a second place run is like 1 in 1,200 runs, give or take. To get a first place run, it's probably about 1 in 6,000. Because I need Gale Crawler to drop on the first attempt, and that's 1 in 25. I need 3 Oaks and Welcome Company to drop on the first attempts. And altogether, those come out to like 1 in 10, so that's not bad. So it's 1 in 4 and then 1 in 10. Are you serious right now? And then, of course, there's the 1 in 25 here. And all of those things come together ultimately to about 1 in 6,000 for the perfect luck that I need in order to get a first place run. Yeah, pretty much. Their run isn't perfect and they made some mistakes, so like I could... The reason that they are so much faster than I am is because they play better. Simply put, they're better at the game. Or at least they were then. If they picked it up today, they probably wouldn't do as well. Anyway, so their movement was a lot better, a lot more crisp. They didn't take stupid hits like that. Yeah, I knew the thing was going to kill me eventually, because I get sloppy. But they did have good RNG. They only had to reload a couple of times to get Welcome Company. They also managed to get the Bootchan climb with only 2 Oaks, and I can't. I require 3 Oaks in order to get it. And this is the Bootchan climb here. It's monstrously difficult and precise. They did not get a great one in their run. They had to reload repeatedly. I mean, they didn't reload. They had to reset. And so here's one place where I can save a lot of time, but I got really good at the Bootchan climb, and then I stopped practicing it every day and just started doing normal runs. And then most of my runs stopped getting here, so I stopped practicing it at all. And now I'm back to trying to relearn how to do it, and it sucks. It's so difficult. Your portraits are hitting Bootchan up, and at the same time, you're jump kicking off of Bootchan. And so the two of you are hitting each other into the air. And there's a lot of RNG at play as well, from what I can tell. Like, you need the portraits to hit Bootchan at the right way, at the right angle, at the right time. And I don't know if it's something that can actually be done. Damn it, I didn't have any ether. I got high enough there and I could have just done this to get over there, but I didn't have any mana. And by the time I realized that, I had lost too much air. That wasn't high enough. Whoops, wrong thing. It's always good to practice this, because this is about what I will have when I get to this point in a run. I will have a little bit less health and a little bit less mana, and I won't have high ethers. I will have 9 ethers. At the time that I was routing it this way, and I created this save point for me to practice, I was playing overly cautious. I've cut out like 3 trips to the town for resources in my latest runs. I actually think in my latest run, I didn't have enough air. I was slightly too low. In my latest route, I actually visit the town fewer times than the world record run does, so that's a chance to say, damn it, I missed one of my inputs. I missed it again. That's two times in a row where I missed a jump kick that would have, I think, gotten me the air that I needed in order to succeed. I would just like to succeed at this once, please. If it's not too much to ask. I mean, it is. It's incredibly difficult. It's a matter of timing and precision and being able to react to where Boo-chan is and not having the wrong spell equipped. I was one too short. It's the hardest part of the run, and in my third place run that I published, I had to reload this section. I think I got it on the second reload, but it was really bad. There were some really sloppy parts in my published run. And that's why, you know, it's not a huge deal to beat my third place time. Damn it, dude, again! Because just with cleaner execution, I can get a better third. Even if I get the same crappy luck that I got on the previous third place run. Yeah, I have the language in Japanese right now because I've been damn it! I've been practicing this a lot. And in English, she says, "Arise, myself and my shadow," every time she summons that. And it gets so irritating to hear. I have got to stop drop kicking her.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
Yeah. I hate this thing so much. Like, I got so good at it where I knew if I got to this point in a run, I was going to successfully... Damn it. Okay, I did get high enough that time. Thank God. I've got time for another run. I'm not going to get as good of luck as I did in the previous run. Like the previous one, we got a fast Gale Crawler. We got really fast Welcome Companies. We just did not get the Abyssal Guardian to drop Void Ray. And I screwed up immediately. I love when that happens. Alright. Not gonna screw up right off the bat. Twice today I've gotten out of there without that little cutscene playing, but the timing of it is so precise. Damn it. Let myself get in too much of a hurry and don't let the door open before I try backdashing out of there. As long as I'm ahead of my ghost, I'm alright. That was kind of sloppy. But I mean, that's a really difficult maneuver anyway. It took me a while to actually master that. Because you got a jump kick, well, you have to jump. Do a directional shard, and then do a jump kick. Then turn and begin backdashing again, all in like a really short time frame. Sloppy movement. And now we're not going to get the cotton that we need. But I mean, that's fine. It's less than 2 minutes into the run, so resetting here is not painful. I want that. Alright, thank you. Alright, we did get cotton. Excellent. Alright, now we just need a fast Gale Crawler. 1 in 25 chance each time we kill the stupid little Valkyrie thing of getting Gale Crawler. That was weird. Damn it. Then I missed my directional shard. Oh. Not gonna get it. It's gonna be another restart. But that's fine. It's super early in the run. Once I hit 2 minutes, if I still don't have Gale Crawler, there's no point in continuing the run. It's not painful to restart. I mean, it's kind of tedious, but it's not... I lost 2 minutes, you know? Not a big deal. And it gives me more practice at this. I missed. I fired off too early. I've been doing that a lot today. But I've also gotten the little cutscene skip a lot today. I mean, I've gotten it twice today. But that's only 5 times in the... Damn it, dude. I can't believe I did that again. I need to just make myself wait. Just wait a fraction of a second before shooting. Or angle slightly downward with the shot. Okay, I gotta go back up to the Kung Fu shoes. Alright, whatever. We got out of there. That's the important thing. And that time I didn't get in too much of a hurry on the door. Alright, excellent. Did not get over enough to the right. Damn it. I mean, little mistakes like that don't matter when the difference between second and third is like 6 minutes or whatever it is. But it's frustrating when I make little mistakes like that because I know that I'm better than that. And if I make too many of those stupid little mistakes, then I will lose out on a potential second place run. And obviously, once I start vying for first, that little chest that I just got, I won't be able to get it. I'll be relying entirely on this next chest in this room, which decreases the chances of me getting a cotton, but will speed the run up by a few seconds. And at that point, all of that will actually matter. It doesn't matter right now, though. I'm really good at facing the wrong direction now. The hell? And still not gonna get a fast Gale Crawler. I think I'm gonna give this one more shot and then just call it a day because I've already gotten a run to the Abyssal Guardian that failed. And I've already done the ship here like 15 times. I'm kind of sick of doing it today. So this one will either be it or it won't. So we'll see. One day I'm going to get the timing of that right. I'm going to figure out how to always get the skip. The world record runner got it. Right, getting out of that little section with the clock still at 20 seconds is really good. With the cutscene skip, what the hell? I have never accidentally jumped right there. With the cutscene skip, I could probably get it down to like 16. Alright, we're resetting. That one doesn't count because I screwed up there. I mean, we're gonna have one more chance to get Gale Crawler, basically. If I screw up and I don't actually get to Gale Crawler, that doesn't count.
Is that a shard?
I feel like that was really close to getting out of there. but close doesn't actually matter. Right, there's another 20-second departure from that room. It's really good. Didn't screw up that time. That was really good. I mean, not really good. That's, you know, par. Damn it, I'm aiming too high. That little maneuver, though, like, no joke. That is such a complicated maneuver. It requires so many inputs so quickly and so precisely. And it's not like the flashing air kick where you get across the chasm in the garden, because that's just repetitive motion.
Is that a shard?
So that's easy. You just learn that motion and you just repeat it repeatedly. Repeat it repeatedly. That makes a lot of sense, Arya. I mean, still 21 seconds, but like, I should have been faster out of there. Whatever. Doesn't matter. These are different movements, whereas the garden air kick is just the same movement repeatedly. That was decent. It does feel satisfying when you pull it off, though. Like, getting through that area right after the village, it feels really satisfying when you do it well. That was screwed up. It's okay. Recoverable. Okay, so we need a cotton here. That would be wonderful. Those jumps were not great, but we did get a cotton, so alright. That's half the battle. Now we just need a good kill crawler. Right, that was fast. Another cotton. The other cotton doesn't matter. We only need one. 2 doesn't do us any good at all. I want to say the first place run also picks up the safe ring there, but I don't remember now. Ah, seriously? I can't believe I just fucking did that. I cannot believe I just fucking did that. I haven't screwed that up in 4 months. Yay for practice at the ship.
Is that a shard?
That's sort of how I look at it. Like, each one of these is a chance to practice the ship, and I've gotten really good at it as a result. I knew it was going to pop up. I was just slightly too early for it. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I just want to get off the ship. I mean, that's how speedrunning is. You replay sections over and over and over. Like this, I've gone through this part 636 times, give or take. Some of them have been resets right there in that first room for whatever reason, because I missed the stupid enemy. But like the reset counter there isn't correct anyway, because I played the game thousands of times before I ever got the load remover to work. Because the game updated in December and no one knew, because it was kind of a stealth update. It was really weird. They didn't publicize it at all. And it didn't do very much, but it was just enough to break the automatic load time remover. But last month, one of the community members did come online and fix it, so that's working again. But I just sort of, I think I entered 350 there when I started, because I didn't want it to start on 0, because like I knew I'd run the game a lot, but I didn't know how many times, so I wanted to aim super low, and went with 350. All right, Arya, don't screw this up this time. Well, I didn't screw it up this time. But I'm not getting Gale Crawler either. Come on, man. Don't be like this. There it is. Whatever. I screwed up. Doesn't matter. That was a lot of reloads. Not great. Not great at all. But, you know, we can at least proceed now, and that's something. Come on. One too many. That was supposed to be a slide.
Then we have it. What are you looking? Thank you.
I'm like 15 seconds behind my best right now. Ah, that was not good. Yeah, that was pretty sloppy. I mean, we got through there, but damn, that was pretty sloppy. God, my fingers are getting tired. I don't normally do this many runs of the game in one sitting. I mean, we're only an hour and a half in. But still, yeah, my fingers are getting tired of that backdashing. Damn it! I was slightly late on my attack, and as a result, I took a hit. But my previous run was really sloppy coming through there, so that was much better. Hey, that was decent. Too early. I did not think that first attack was going to hit. I thought I sent it off too early, so that's interesting. It's got greater range than I expected. Now, let's not screw this up. I screwed it up, but I think it's manageable. I didn't need to use that ether. Doesn't matter, we got across, that's the important thing. It's really hard to unpause and not miss the flashing air kick. That took me forever to learn. I spent hundreds, not hundreds, but I spent dozens of hours failing that repeatedly. I mean, and there's video on my YouTube channel where I go into details about why I was failing it and what I was doing wrong, how I had to watch my videos of me doing it and identify what I was doing wrong. And then it's a matter of timing. Like, you have to nail those flashing air kicks and you can't mess them up. And it's not that hard once you master, well, it's hard, but once you master it, it feels like it's not that hard. It's just a matter of timing. Like, if you start too early, like I did just now, then you're just wasting ethers, you're just wasting mana, kicking against a wall. I always let that dude hit me once. Whatever. I don't think that's the fastest way past that guy, but like, I have not figured out a good way past him. I do it differently from the world record run. I think the world record run just sort of backdashes through him, but it loses time, I'm pretty sure, versus what I'm doing. But like, I'm convinced that there's a better way to do it. Oh, wow. We are getting pretty good luck with the Oaks and the Welcome Company. This is surprising. It's two decent runs in a row. Like, if we get a better Andre Alphys fight here, we'll be in really good shape. But we need a better Andre Alphys fight, for sure. But I mean, it would be hard for me to get a worse one than my previous ones. Or the previous one in the stream, at least. I've gotten some pretty bad Andre Office fights, but not lately. Now, if this thing dropped an oak, that would be ideal, but of course it didn't. I suck at doing the flashing air kicks to the left. I suck at doing that too. This is the only place in the run where I regularly screw that up. I don't know why I screw it up there, but I do it so often. Often enough where for a while I had stopped sliding off of that and just jumped. Alright, that was good. That was not. That was. Alright, now wait for these to move. Good to go. I'm pretty sure I just equipped Welcome Company. It moved really quickly, so I really hope I equipped the right thing. Making really good time, though. We have a minute to kill this guy.
Arise, myself and my shadow! Arise, myself and my shadow!
Whoa, that was fucked up.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
Ooh, an actual new record. That does not happen very often. Wow. And suddenly we have a run again. I'll find some way to screw it up. Don't worry. But we do suddenly have a run again. 35-second gold split's pretty good. I'm not unhappy about it. Kind of screwed that up a bit. I need an oak here quickly. Wow. Okay. Really good luck in this run so far. Of course, none of that matters if we don't get a fast Void Ray.
What are you looking to say? Thank you. What are you looking to buy? Then we have a deal.
I've got to sell something else.
Thank you. What are you looking to buy? Many thanks.
Ah, that was bad. And I have to be able to craft 2 potions. That was bad. That was bad. I don't have enough. I didn't have enough money.
What'll it be?
I'll go with this.
Okay, but I was able to craft the right amount of potions, so.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Somehow we've gotten behind the ghost? Whatever, doesn't matter. The ghost really doesn't matter.
I'll go with
I do
this.
like being ahead of it, but it's not really of consequence. I really would have liked one of them to give me a dandelion.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
That was a good Buchan climb, though. I mean, it was a short, easy one, but, like, it was still good. Anytime I can do something on the first attempt that's pretty difficult is a good thing. You have a very narrow window to get through there as well. I screwed up here pretty badly last time. Doing pretty good though. I would really like a fast Void Ray. That would be wonderful. If you could give me Void Ray right off the bat, dude, that would be nice.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
Dude, you had to take that extra freaking step. Bullshit. I did not need to use that ether. Damn it. I kind of hope it doesn't give it now because, like, I'm gonna need that ether. Oh man. Okay, I lied. I wanted it to give it now. All right, my splits are gonna be broken from here on out, so just be aware of that. Because my splits assume that I fight the Abyssal Guardian 3 times. Because I can fight it up to 3 times before the run dies. I have not been getting this, but I'm going to this time because... Dude, get out of here. Alright, we got our sponge cake. And another sponge cake. Perfect. We needed 2. But like the chances of getting those are really good, and they are really fast reloads if we don't get them, so I don't count them. As part of the odds, you know, because it's really fast and easy. Alright. Wow. Alright. This is the first time I've gotten past the Abyssal Guardian in probably a week. My runs have been consistently dying there. Getting hit by that pig is totally normal. It happens every single run. And then bouncing off of it is just the next part of that. But it's a fast, easy way to get back up there, so... That was bad.
Congratulations. I
All right,
apologize
decent.
for my acquaintance. He had no right to speak to you like that.
Unfortunately, now it's gonna come down to the Buchan climb. God damn it. I don't wanna do a Buchan climb, man. I don't wanna. I tried clipping through it. I'm usually successful at clipping through it. Of course I wouldn't be this time. Oh man, I am nervous.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
That was good. Oh yeah, I gotta time this. Damn it. Damn it. If I time my jump correctly, I can avoid the knockback. Like that. Damn it, I'm not gonna have enough. Oh no. Oh, that was bad. I don't have enough healing items, man.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
Are you serious? Are you freaking serious right now, man? I just needed a tiny little bit more of air.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
No! Get out of the spikes, you're gonna die. Oh man, that was it. I had it.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
Now I'm gonna burn all of my ethers. I'm not gonna get it. I couldn't use that many.
Arise, myself
I burned
and
too
my
many ethers.
shadow!
I had to go into the next section with 3. Get over here, man.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
It's over. I'm gonna reload and attempt one more
Arise, myself
time.
and my shadow!
Oof. I barely got that. I think those spikes would have killed me if I let them hit me again. Maybe now we'll get the clip here. Nope. Alright. Damn it, dude. And then on the first try there, I got so freaking close. All I needed was a tiny bit more air. Just a tiny bit more.
Myself and my shadow! Scrumptious.
Alright, well, we saved a lot of healing items this time.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
Come on, Boo-chan, please. Please cooperate with me.
Myself and my shadow!
I don't want another run to die here. I spent too much time practicing this. Alright, good enough. Good enough. We're going. We're going. We are a go, and we have 6 ethers and 3 potions. I'm going to use a potion. What am I doing? Alright. I gotta get through here without taking damage. These areas are so difficult. And the enemies hit so hard because you are so underleveled. But I still think we're doing pretty good. Damn it. I think that's playable. I think it's playable.
Scrumptious.
Alright, now, next thing I need is Cypress from here. That should be pretty easy, and the reloads are fast. Yep, there we go. Dude, I hate these things. Alright, whatever. Gotta get a Cypress out of here as well. It really does not want to give me one, though. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. What do I have? I have plenty of ethers. So I need to just be careful on damage. Taking damage, I mean. No fucking way, man. I had so much health left. I had so much fucking health left. How did I die? How did I fucking die? Oh, that was such a good run. That was such a good run. 23 minutes for a Zangetsu kill. That would have put me 34 minutes, 35 minutes as a final time. 34, 35 minutes. What would that be? Oh, stop doing that. 34, 35 minutes would have... Damn it, dude. That would have put me in second place. That would have put me in second place. Possibly. Possibly. That was a second place run that just died. Oh, man. That sucks. God, that sucks. That 29-minute time, that's going to be hard as hell to beat. Damn it, that was it, dude. That was my second place run. Probably would have been really close because of that failed Buchan climb. But, damn. Oh well, thank you so much for watching. The video is going to be going up on YouTube later. Well, it will actually be in decent quality. But thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone out there has a wonderful evening. That was disappointing, so I'm going to wrap it up. Besides, my husband is home, so have